Sunday early afternoon, Kiana's mother came to get her. So instead of taking the bus, I rode with them. We live within walking distance from each other. Either she will drive me home or I'll walk. I decided to go straight home. I wanted to see Lauren anyway. Lauren, I met too when we first moved to Queens. She knows Kiana. They're cordial but not really friends. My mother was off this Sunday. She must have been in a good mood. She looked happy to see me. I let her know I was going to Lauren's and I'd be back. She didn't care for Lauren based on what other people said about her. I didn't care about that. Lauren was cool with me. Lauren was overly developed at a young age too. She also had D-cup breasts very early. If I'm 14, she's 15. Slim waist and a little booty. She was slimmer than Claudia, but she dressed more to show off her curves. Lauren was about 5'3" and a medium brown complexion with long black hair that hung below her bra strap. She's black and white too. Her siblings look like they could be my siblings. She always makes jokes that she's probably adopted because everyone else is light skinned. She lived a few buildings away from me. As I'm walking, I see some people from the neighborhood I haven't seen in a while. They ask where I've been. There's this kid outside who's been crushing me since he met me when we were 10. He's never been my type, so I pretend I don't notice he likes me. Anyway, I get to Lauren's building and go upstairs to her apartment. They never ever lock their door. She has two younger siblings, a brother who's the same age as me, and a sister who's 3 years younger than me. There's always someone over, so their mom just stopped locking it. I walk into the apartment. Hi, Mommy, I say to Lauren's mom. Hello, other child. Then I walk off to Lauren's room. Her little sister is in there with her best friend. Hey, Danielle, where's Lauren? I already called her and told her I was walking over, so I'm not sure where she would have gone that quickly. Hey, Summer. She's in the bathroom. Her sister looks like a lighter version of her, but let them tell it, they don't look related. In the same moment, Lauren comes in her room. Hey, nerd, she says to me. Then she kicks her sister and her sister's best friend out of the room. You finally come back to this side of Queens, huh? I gotta come hang out with y'all and see what's going on in Southside, she says. Yeah, if you'll behave. I mean, if anyone gets out of pocket, I'm stuffing them back in. We both start laughing. She is always ready to fight, especially if she thinks someone is mistreating me. So, I met a boy, I say. Lauren chokes on her water. You paying attention to someone? What does that mean? I love you, but you ignore everyone. Kiana basically said the same thing. Who am I ignoring? For starters, Maurice has been in love with you for like the last 4 years, she replies. Ew, Maurice isn't my type. I roll my eyes. I know, but you know he's always here with my brother, and I'm so tired of hearing your name, she says in almost a whiny tone. It makes me start laughing, which makes her start laughing. So this boy, I'll kill him if he hurts you, she continues. Slow down, Scarface. Jesus. Lauren and I laugh even harder. His name is Tavior. Okay, age, looks, school. He's 16, he goes to Springfield, and he is cute. He's brown skinned, kinda tall. Summer, be careful. She has a serious face. What do you mean? I look at her intently. He's 16. You're 14. You may not be ready for what he is or isn't doing. I sit thinking. Is he a virgin? Lauren continues. We didn't even have that conversation. He didn't bring it up. I'm not bringing it up. We just been asking basic questions about each other. He doesn't seem like he's just after sex. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying just be careful. I love you like I love those douchebags my mother birthed. Yeah, I get it, I say, and kind of drift off into thought. I really hope that Tavior's goal isn't just sex. That would really suck. It doesn't seem it, and if all the girls like him, like I've been told, then why would he need me? Don't start thinking negative, Sum. I just know when it comes to guys, you don't really have the experience. You ignore everyone. She sounds concerned. As I'm thinking, I realize I never asked Tavia or his sister's names, so I wouldn't know if they called for me anyway. Guess I'll figure it out if he calls. Lauren's mom walks in the room and breaks my thought pattern. Lauren, can you go to the store and get some things I'm missing for dinner? Clearly, we had to go even with it being said in a question form. As we are leaving, Maurice is coming in with Lauren's brother Michael. Oh, God, Lauren says. What? Hi, Summer, Maurice says. Maurice is looking at me like I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. He always did. Hey, Maurice. Hey, Mike, I say. What's up, Summer? Where you been? Michael asks. Southside, Lauren replies loud and aggressive. I start to laugh. What's in Southside? Asks Michael. Her other friends, she says even more aggressively. Now we all start laughing. Yeah, my friend from school mostly, I reply. We had a junior high school that was within walking distance where everyone else went to school, but my mother insisted I go to school in Bayside. You should have just came to Parsons like the rest of us, says Michael. I wish I could have walked to school instead of taking 2 buses, I say. You go to school with Kiana, right? Yeah. Tell her I said hi some. Oh God. Okay, I say, and we start laughing again. Michael and I look like we could be siblings. He has hazel eyes too and curly blondish colored hair. He's always been tall. He's about 5'7" now and darker than me, but still fairly light. Summer, can I ask you something? Maurice says nervously. We gotta go to the store for mommy, Lauren says as she pulls my arm out the door. What was that about? I ask. Girl, Maurice has been working up the courage to ask you out. Ask me out? Where? Huh? I am genuinely shocked. What is giving him the desire to do this? Like, you be his girlfriend, she says. What? Why? Huh? I don't know. He had a whole conversation with me and Mike last night. We both told him don't do it. He thinks he has to be more direct with you. He's not my type. He's not ugly, but he's not my type. Maurice is brown skin, and we are almost eye level. Short guys really aren't my thing, but I don't know. He doesn't interest me. I just don't care for him beyond a friend. Yeah, I know he's not your type. I tried to say that nicely, she replies. You? Nicely? I don't believe it. Lauren very rarely bites her tongue. She'd probably throw up if she did it too much. I mean, he looked like he was about to cry, so I took pity on him. Plus, I've known him almost my whole life, she says. I guess, but I'm not interested. We both told him to leave it alone. He's insistent. Okay, so I'm gonna go home after the store. I don't want to be bothered. You can come to my house if you want. Yeah, I'll drop the stuff to mommy and come to your house. I walk back into my house and my mother is still in a good mood. You finally know where you live, huh? She says to me in a playful tone while talking on the phone. My mother had me when she was 14, so she still looks fairly young simply because she is. She's on my case a lot for me not to do the same thing she did. I say mistake, but she says not to call myself a mistake. Some people say I look exactly like my mother. She just doesn't have light eyes or light colored hair. She's about 5'5", slim build, and has dark brown eyes and hair. Sometimes I can see the similarities between our appearances. On the flip side, others say I look like my father, just a lighter version. I definitely have my father's nose and eye shape. All of his kids do, regardless of how many different moms there are. We all have the same nose. Some of us have the same shaped eyes, but that nose, we couldn't escape. I laugh at my mother and say, Lauren is going to come over for a bit. You know how I feel about her, Summer. She's not what people tell you. She's a nice girl. Yeah, okay. Your father called too. What did he say? He's sending you money. You can tell him anything else you wanted, I guess. I don't know. Call him back, she says. My mother and father have this weird relationship where they love hate each other. They had me young, so the relationship failed. My father was 15 when I was born. My father is more understanding of things than my mother, so I always try to talk to him more about anything I'm going through. My mother's advice is always, don't do it because I said so, as he listens to what the issue is and asks how I feel and what I want. My father hasn't always been the most present in my life. Sharif, my stepfather, has picked up a lot of his slacking. My father has been more consistent as of lately, but he doesn't always follow through with things. So I'm not rushing too much to call back to get whatever money he said he was sending. As an adult, I've forgiven him, but as a kid, I had a lot of resentment. A few moments later, Lauren knocks on my door. My younger brother is 4 at this time, and he runs to the door to give her a hug. Hey, Sharif, you look so handsome, she says. My siblings are really cute. Sharif was a light cocoa complexion with big brown eyes and the curliest black hair. Thank you, he says and runs off to keep playing. Where's Cheyenne? She asks. Cheyenne is my 3-year-old sister. She looks exactly like Sharif with light brown eyes. She's just smaller. In my mother's room. My mother had been with my sibling's father for as long as I could remember. He is a decent guy. He always treated me nicely. The kids take after him in regards to looks. They're almost identical to him except he's a medium brown complexion, around 6'3", and you could tell he worked out often. He had oval-shaped dark brown eyes and kept his hair in a low cut with waves. My mother is about to have another baby not too far away from my 15th birthday in August. The baby is due in July. Lauren's mother was also having a baby. She was due 3 months after my mother in October. Lauren didn't care for her stepfather. She said he's lazy and annoying. Lauren's 16th birthday was coming up. You think I should have a party? She asked. It's almost last minute. You couldn't do anything crazy if you did. It was already April. June was really close. I could just do a house party thing. If mommy will go for it. She's having another baby. She's not gonna want to be bothered with us. I say. Maybe I could rent the rec center. Yeah, that would work. Invite your Southside friends if you want. I start laughing. I'll see. Maurice will die and I will never hear the end. I don't need to invite Tavior, just the girls, and Tavior isn't my man. Yeah, not yet. Shut up, I say in a playful tone. Sunday night around 9 p.m. the phone rings and my mom answers. I didn't recognize the number on the caller ID, so I figured it was for her. Summer, I hear my mother call out. Yeah? It's Taylor, my mom says. Taylor? I think to myself, who the hell is Taylor? I pick up the cordless phone from the base and press the power button. I got it, I say toward my mother. I hear her hang up her side, then I speak into the receiver. Hello? Hey, Summer. I'm one of Tavior's sisters. He wanted to speak to you. Hold on, okay? She says. I start smiling because he really had his sister call to talk to me. Hey, Taylor. Okay. Hello, Tavior says. Once I hear his voice, I start smiling even bigger. Hello? Hey, Summer, baby. Hey, Tay, what's up? I don't know if you could get calls this late, but I was hoping. I just wanted to hear your voice really quick, he says. Well, don't I feel special? I sense sarcasm, but I'll take it. You made it home okay? I start to laugh. Yeah, Kiana's mom came and got me. That's why I left so early. Just making sure you're good. I gotta make a run. I'll call you tomorrow around 6. All right, I reply. Him and these runs. Not gonna ask any questions because I don't have a place to ask, but I wonder what's going on. Okay, future girlfriend, talk to you tomorrow, he says. I chuckle a bit and start blushing, but I did find it cute he was this interested. Okay, Tay. Oh, my other sister is Tasha, so you don't sound confused again if she calls. Thanks, got it. After that, we hang up. I was in total awe with Tavior. I really didn't pay boys much mind, and I don't know what has changed my mind with him, but I liked it. As I'm thinking about everything, the phone rings again, and it's my father. I totally forgot to call him back. Hello? I say. Hello, says my dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, honey. Did your mother tell you I called? Yeah, but it slipped my mind. Lauren was over, and she was planning a 16th birthday party for herself. I forgot. Well, Summer Rayne is getting too busy for her dad, huh? No, Dad, I reply with a dry tone. Your grandmother is having a dinner for her grandkids in 2 weeks. She wants you here. Okay, I'll be there. It's on a Saturday? I ask. Yeah, I'll see if Mom or Big Sharif can drive me. Well, I'd hope your brother didn't drive you, he says, and we both start laughing. My grandmother tried to do dinners 1 to 2 times a year with all her grandkids, but it's a lot of us, so we all don't always make it at the same time. However, it's a nice get together. Okay, honey, I gotta make a run. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, Mom said you're sending me money? I asked my dad. Yeah, I'll bring it to you in the week. Okay. We say our I love yous and hang up. Monday rolls around to start the school week again. Claudia comes to school looking exhausted. What's wrong? I ask. I barely slept, she replies. Why? I think Evan is lying about something. Something like what? I'm not sure. He got a call and then he took the call out of the room, which isn't like him. Maybe he just wanted privacy, I say. Yeah, I guess. Chantel and Kara walk over. Someone looks exhausted, says Chantel. Claudia says, I have a lot on my mind. Probably from having an older boyfriend, but whatever. I aced my math test. I got 100, says Chantel in a snide tone. I could see that stung Claudia, but she really looked too defeated to challenge her. It wasn't really a battle she needed to be defended in, and I don't even really know what's going on. Anyway, did Tavior call? Asked Claudia in my direction and turned her back towards Chantel. Who's Tavior? Asked Kara. Summer's boyfriend, says Kiana from behind as she's approaching the table with a big smile. Summer Rayne. Spill it, says Kara in an excited tone. I start to laugh. Nothing to spill, and he's not my boyfriend. Not yet, because you won't agree, says Kiana. How do you know that? I ask. I hadn't told them anything in full detail, not even Kiana. Justin told me, says Kiana and smirks. Wait now, who is Justin? asks Kara. Kiana's boo, I reply. We all start laughing. Chantal doesn't look a bit amused. Oh my gosh, we all have boyfriends, says Kara. Not Chantal, Claudia snaps back in a snide tone. I shake my head because I'm sure this is going to cause tension between the group. Chantal did start with Claudia though. She's so bothered by Evan's age. None of us really care except her. I'll have a successful career while you're a baby mama, Chantal snaps back. We're in junior high school. No one is having a baby or a career right now. Stop picking at each other, I say. Word, says Kiana. Okay, back to Summer first. Tavior? asks Kara. Chantal rolls her eyes but still listens. He's Evan's friend, I start off. Oh God, how old is he? 22? asks Chantal in a snotty tone and rolls her eyes. No, 16. I reply equally snappy and roll my eyes back. Chantel's attitude drops a bit, and she says sorry. I then go on to describe how he looks and briefly talk about our interactions, even though they're always interrupted. Okay, but Kiana and Justin, I say. Kiana pretends to look shocked. Kiana? Me? She says. We all start laughing. He called me, we chatted, and Tavior came while we were talking. He got on the phone and was like, Summer won't be my girlfriend yet. I really do like her, says Kiana. I start blushing, but then I try to deflect. Okay, but you and Justin on it? I ask. I don't know. I'll see. Well, everyone come over this weekend, says Claudia. Okay, we say in unison as Miss Adams walks back in the classroom. The Fantastic Five are always together, she says. We start laughing.